Hello, my name is Dawn Ireland. I'm the president and founder of CDH International. I'm here today at the 24 Hours of Rare to talk to you about the importance of collaboration among charity leaders to more effectively raise awareness and treatments. My background is in patient advocacy after becoming Shane's mom 28 years ago. He was born with undiagnosed congenital diaphragmatic hernia. In 1995, I founded CDH International. I am also a founding member of the Alliance of Congenital Diaphragmatic Hernia Organizations and the Rare Advocacy Movement. Collaboration versus competition is incredibly important when it comes to grants, donations, attention for our individual organizations, sponsorships, research, and our patients. I would like to show you a visual demonstration on the importance of working together for patients. Each block represents every player in your cause. Every patient, every advocate, every charity, every researcher, every hospital, every member of industry. Also, these blocks represent patients' stories, journeys, videos, friendships. Let's call the first one Shane. This is my son. This represents his personal journey, his medical history, the people that he has touched, the awareness his story has raised, and the research that he participated in. Each of you have a block that represents the patients that you love, their journeys, their medical histories, the people that they have touched, the awareness their stories have raised, the research they participate in. Each of you who are patient advocates individually have a block. This represents your work, the research you've initiated, the collaborations you've made, the speeches that you give, the networks that you build, the awareness that you raise, and the lives that you have touched. Researchers also have blocks. Industry has blocks. And charities have blocks. Every service that they provide, every event, every fundraiser, every bit of research that they fund, every bill that they lobby, every video that they create, every conference that they hold, every patient and family that they help, and all the things that they fund. Everyone is represented. No one is less or more important than anyone else. Just as these blocks show, everyone is the same. No one has less or more to give. No one person or entity is worth more than anyone else. A patient advocate who speaks at a conference is no more important than the patients that they speak for. Industry is no more important than charities. Everyone is equal. We all have the same goal. The goal of everyone is to find a cure or best treatments for patients as fast as possible to save lives and create better qualities of life. That should be everyone's goal, right? Let's say that the goal is represented by the top of this ruler. This is what we need to get to save lives. Here is my son's block. It will be used to help everyone. This is my block. I will give my all to help reach that goal as soon as possible. This is my charities block. CDH International will give our all to help reach that goal as soon as possible. But it's not just us. There are others who want to reach that goal too and want to help these patients as soon as possible. Each of these charities offer different services to patients. They have different projects, different funding sources. Often they work together on projects. The researchers do the same. The advocates roll up their sleeves and work to support and promote everyone. There are associations, mentorships, joint research collaboratives, joint events. Everyone works together and everyone brings something to the table. When we all collaborate, we get closer to that goal faster. It doesn't matter who is on top or who is on bottom because you can see we are all the same size and making the same contributions. And look how far we move when we work together. These other blocks, some may take longer to move over to the stack to help the cause. They will eventually get there and want to collaborate. But then there's CDH Me. They do not like the fact that CDH International started the build. They feel that they are just as important and they have more to offer. They have a bigger budget, a rich benefactor, a bigger staff. They are new to the scene and they believe that they can do more. So they start to build their own stack. They offer the same services as a charity in the collaboration. They offer the same donor approaches. They go to the same donor pools. They repeat the same projects. They do not offer anything original and they compete with work already being done. Then they try to get other players to come help them. This leaves some people in the middle who don't want to pick sides and start to contemplate building their own stacks. The competition can get quite nasty. Money can be thrown around, slander, libel, stalking, attacking other players in order to convince patients, funders, sponsors to support them. Soon, the initiative to work together has devolved into chaos, competition, and egos. So where does this leave the patients? Farther and farther from the goal. Backwards, in fact. Where some see a commonality, others see competition. It should never be a race among the charities, advocates, patients, or some researchers. Ethically, we should all have the same goal, and the patients will not be saved or served until all the players work together. But how long will that take? How many patients will be diagnosed in the meantime? How many will suffer for years that didn't have to? How many will die that didn't have to if the research was done quicker? We all have a responsibility to work together to reach that goal, without competition, without ego, without any motives other than to save lives. Are you a part of the collaboration, or are you part of the division? What is the cost to your patient community to not work together? Are you willing to pay that price to elevate your patient, yourself, your nonprofit, or your corporation? No one will willingly admit that they would do that. But what do your actions say? Are you collaborative? Do you offer different services than others in the field instead of compete with the same services? Do you go to a different donor pool? Do you fund or conduct different research? What exactly do you add to the stack? Because if our motives are pure and our goal what it should be, we should all be blocks in the same stack, working together for the patients. No exceptions. Most organizations start out with the pure of intentions. Either we or someone we love is diagnosed with a rare disease or other illness, and we want to reach out to help others in the same situation. And often leaders of these organizations work together, either at one organization or in one of the many alliances. A group speaking together is much louder and clearer than many groups trying to speak over top of each other and vying for attention. Ways that your work can complement each other. Offer different services to patients. Have one patient registry that you work with together. Respect donors and funding. Never approach another organization's sponsors or donors. Work together to jointly fund research. Join support initiatives, lobby together, have one awareness day and one awareness ribbon or color. Invite and not exclude other organizations from large projects. Never, ever criticize another nonprofit organization or any of their leaders. There are much deeper ways to work together if both organizations are inclined to do so. You can create an alliance so that you can more publicly support each other. One organization can be an umbrella organization under the larger organization. The older organization can mentor the newer organization. Or if you're both offering similar services and you don't want to duplicate services and funding, you might want to consider merging the organizations together. I've had the honor of being part of the Alliance of Congenital Diaphragmatic Hernia organizations. We started out in the not best situation, but look how many of us have come together to work for these patients. By not working together, all organizations are going to pay a very high cost. The loss of funding, the loss of research, the loss of industry relationships, the loss of patient involvement, loss of public reputations, further division, loss of care for patients, and the loss of lives. Every organization's end goal should always be to save lives and create better qualities of life for the patients. I would love to hear all of your stories and experiences in working with other organizations, all the good and the bad, your advice, your stories. Please consider participating in the RAM Initiative Collaborate for Rare Lives survey. It will take you just a few minutes. It can be completely anonymous, and it is so incredibly important. You can find the information right here at rareadvocacymovement.com or look at my bio at 24 Hours of Rare and click on the link there. It's been my pleasure to talk to you this afternoon and to share some of the things that I've learned in 26 years of patient advocacy and running a nonprofit. If I can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out to me.